The Surface Pro 11 is being thrown around with terms that carry heavy weight, such as the world's first Copilot Plus PC, and probably the best Surface device to ever exist to date. However, the Surface Pro 10 has been around for a while now. While the Surface Pro 11 represents a massive shift in how Windows PCs work, the Surface Pro 10 still holds its weight as one of the best Surface devices out there. Question is, if you had to choose one of these, which one would you go for? Let's find out in our video today. The Surface devices from Microsoft, as we already saw, come with their own signature design language that makes them stand out in the market. The lineup is famous for its symbolic 2-in-1 design that gives off the impression of a laptop that can seemingly snap in two, revealing a conveniently designed tablet that gives off bonus points for an already impressive laptop design. And Microsoft didn't make any changes to the Surface Pro 11 when compared to their previous iterations. As you can tell, the Surface 11 is still compact, still feels premium, and still is a 2-in-1 PC that comes with venting around the edges. But this time around, comes with a folding stand built into the back with dual cameras. If we look at these two laptops from a physical design standpoint, there's not really that much to discuss, honestly. They come with the same dimensions, a similar weight scale and such, so it'll be pretty common for one to confuse it with the other. Both PCs sport dual USB-C ports, but what sets the Pro 11 apart is its favoritism towards USB 4 instead of Thunderbolt. This move carries weight because USB 4 isn't solely tied to Intel, which adds another layer to the ongoing ecosystem rivalry. The Pro 10 that runs on Intel comes with Thunderbolt 4. Though it might not make much of a difference should you choose to upgrade, considering both Surface laptops work incredibly well with most Thunderbolt docks and hubs you'll find on the market. To find out which of those are reliable, click on the video at the top of your screen. Both of these laptops are also expected to come with optional 5G connectivity later on, but for now, you'll get Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4 in the Pro 11. And for the Pro 10, you gotta settle with Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3, which could be a selection factor for a lot of people. Other than that, one of most notable changes you'll find in the jump from Surface Pro 10 to 11 is the new Surface Pro Flex keyboard. This completely overhauls the detachable Pro keyboard we all know and love from the Surface lineup, and adds a much more convenient Bluetooth connectivity, complete with a built-in battery to allow use when disconnected from the PC. As you can imagine, this feature alone is prone to spoil a lot of users, and honestly, we are spoiled by the thought alone. The new keyboard has been reinforced with carbon fiber, so you can be as clumsy as you can be with it. And as the icing on the cake, Microsoft leaned towards Sensel's haptic technology for a pointing experience that just feels right. Additionally, you'll get a slot for the Slim Pen 2 above the keys, so that's always a welcome addition. Almost forgot about the colors. The new Flex keyboard is available in sapphire and black colors. Not unlike the Pro 11, but with additions of Dune and Platinum. With the Pro 10 though, you'll be limited to only Platinum and black, but we're not complaining since we love the color anyway. Let's talk about the skeleton in the closet, the Surface Pro 11's OLED display. This is undoubtedly a huge attraction for many users including us, considering we've always wished to have an OLED screen on a Surface device, and now it's a reality. However, Microsoft still offers the more budget-friendly LCD display in the Pro 11, while the Pro 10 comes with it by default. Interestingly, the new OLED display option shares a lot of similarities with their LCD counterpart. Talk the same 13 inches size, 2.8K resolution, a boxy 3:2 aspect ratio, and a dynamic refresh rate that scales up to 120 Hz, but the main difference is the concept of contrast. For the best display on your Surface device, with superior blacks and pristine whites, choose OLED. If you demand top-notch visuals and won't settle for less, it's OLED or nothing. While we did share the same skepticism regarding the $500 bump just to get an OLED display, it's best to keep in mind that alongside that, you'll also swap the SoC for the more powerful Snapdragon X Elite and practically double the storage up to 512 GB, justifying the price tag. Now for the fun bit. Let's take a peek under the hood and see what's cooking. The Surface Pro 11 reached a new milestone in its lineup since it comes included with Snapdragon X Elite and X Plus chips, and the fun's just beginning. You see, revealed alongside the Surface Laptop 7, the Pro 11 will officially be considered as a Copilot Plus PC that promises to deliver performance and battery life that's far superior than the average pick. With the Surface Pro 11 using the Snapdragon X Elite SoC, you'll be getting 12 cores, a frequency of 3.4 GHz, a 4.0 GHz dual-core boost, an Adreno GPU with 3.8 teraflops of power, and of course a Hexagon NPU with 45 TOPS of power. This allegedly makes the Surface Pro 11 a staggering 90% faster in comparison to the Surface Pro 9, and we have the X Elite chip to thank for that. However, for when you feel like skimping off, Microsoft also offers a Snapdragon X Plus chip for the more toned-down configurations, and it comes with 10 cores, 3.4 GHz frequency, an Adreno GPU with 3.8 teraflops of power, and an NPU with 45 TOPS. Considering storage, the Surface Pro 11 comes with the option to choose from either 16GB or 32GB of LPDDR5X RAM, and up to 1TB of M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD storage. It's good to keep in mind that 16GB is the bare minimum for Copilot Plus PCs, so we'd recommend not skimping out on RAM. Technology requires a price to pay after all. On the Pro 10, Microsoft decided to go with Intel's Core Ultra 5135U and Core Ultra 7165U CPUs, where both variants come with an NPU for AI acceleration that's capped at 10 TOPS. A valid reason why they couldn't make the cut for Copilot Plus. You can get anywhere between 8GB and 64GB LPDDR5X RAM in the Pro 10, as well as up to a 1TB M.2 PCIe 4.0 NVMe SSD. You can also upgrade the storage if you feel like your needs are as insatiable as Microsoft's for coming up with games that can compete with Sony, but that's a story for another day. Now, battery life is a bit of a gamble, especially hard to determine until we run this model through our own series of tests. Microsoft is advertising all-day battery life in the Pro 11, though in the product page it says up to 14 hours of local playback, so the end result is pretty subjective, even from assumptions. However, something to think about is how the Pro 11 with OLED comes with a 53 watt-hour battery, while the LCD Pro 11 and Pro 10 models come with a 48 watt-hour battery, complicating the estimation further. The Surface Pro lineup has been long considered as one of the best Windows laptops on the market, and we can say that on a personal level. With the Surface Pro 11, it's evident that Microsoft turned things up a notch with a Windows that runs on ARM. While in-house benchmarks aren't available yet for the new Snapdragon Elite X and Plus chips, it won't be wrong for anyone to expect a potent power level and a long battery life. We are personally very excited to try out these new Copilot Plus PCs ourselves, even before getting into the AI features. And those are some of the core reasons as to why the Pro 11 is much easier to recommend to people. Starting at $999, it does start at a cheaper price, and its availability as a Copilot PC no doubt skyrocketed its popularity. But if you prefer to use Intel CPUs exclusively and want Windows 11 pre-installed, the Pro 10 can be easily found on the Microsoft Store.